Hey guys, what's up? It's Samara Renee, and if you are here to learn more about my GLP-1 journey and how to get your life together after everything basically kind of falls apart, feel free to like and subscribe. I'd love to have you as one of my subscribers. So a quick update, GLP-1 update. I am on week 8 and I am still doing well. I'm starting to feel like hunger coming through a little bit more often, which is probably a really good time for me to go up in dosage. No side effects. And so starting next week, I think, or maybe it's the week after, I might have one more vial, but I think it's next week. Oh no, I think I'm week 7, and then next week's week 8, and then I'll be switching over to a higher dose after that. And so, I mean, so far so good. I know this past weekend, I was not very hungry at all. I would just have a couple of bites of something and I'd be like, I'm good. I don't need to eat anymore. So that's like the really great part, because before I started taking the GLP-1, I was literally eating all day. I would graze the whole day. I would eat a meal, like lunch or something at work, and then I would be hungry like 30 minutes later and would want to have like some nuts or something. I would always just be needing to eat something, or an apple, or so right now that's pretty much like gone. Like throughout the day, I'll like look at my, sometimes I'll even forget to drink my protein in the morning, and then I'll be like, I think I need to eat something. And so I'll drink my protein drink, and then sometimes I'll I don't feel hungry, but then when I eat, I'm like, oh yeah, I was hungry. So I'm just trying to stay on schedule and keeping my protein high. It's still hitting it hard in the gym, as you guys saw in my videos. And then next up, all I have to do is go up, and I'm going to keep pushing the weight and get my weight up for weights in the gym, not body weight. And I think according to my scale, I might be another, I don't know, my scale's broken, so I don't really trust it right now. So I feel like I'm going in the right direction. I had the longest period this time, and so I was bloated more often. Now I'm actually saying like, oh yeah, I'm not as, I'm not carrying as much weight in my middle section as much. It's not perfect, but it's getting better. And lastly, with the GLP-1 journey, other than my main thing has just been hydration I'm struggling with. That's super important. And then just remembering to tell myself to eat. So what I've been craving personally hasn't been so much like protein, like I'm forcing protein right now, but I'm totally fine eating fruit. I'm always happy with something sweet. So I'll either have some raisins, or I'll have some blackberries. That's kind of my thing right now, or a banana. So having those things around, and then occasionally I'll want almonds. So last week after my workout, I had 3 handfuls of almonds. I was really hungry that day. I don't even remember what I ate that day. Maybe I ate tuna, something super light, but I was starving. So next up, I have finally learned how to do a handstand against the wall on my own. My problem was getting my feet off the ground, your anchor foot. So that's finally, I feel really good about that. I was super excited yesterday. And sometimes I think when I overthink things, it makes things harder. So when I stopped overthinking it, I just did it. And it was really cool. So I'm actually about to just walk in the gym. I'm changing my clothes, and I'm just going to work on my handstands, and I'm going right back into work to finish the day. But I just want to master it. And it's just a silly thing for me to want to learn. But my trainer, she does this crazy stuff. And I was supposed to learn how to do crow pose. I was working on that, and then I hurt my back, and then I was down for a couple of months. So right now my goal is just to master this handstand, and then we're going to move. I said I want to go back and try to work on my crow again and see if I can get that to be I can actually master that. So we'll see how that goes. That one I've had a problem with. I don't know why. And lastly, just a life update. I am just focused on me right now, focused on working, and I'm getting super fierce with getting my debt off. And I've been using ChatGPT to kind of figure out what is if I cut this out of my budget, how fast can I get this debt paid off? Because the goal, I had my thoughts on the whole fertility moment, and I honestly have just thrown that dream away, honestly, I think just for the moment, because, it's I don't have a partner to have a kid with, and I really don't want to do it by myself. And that's being said, I'm going to be due for either a repair in my car, which is most likely not going to happen, or getting into another vehicle. So I need to start getting ready for that. And I promised myself when I was 40 that was going to pay off my debt, and I still have debt. And so I'm like 2 years behind that. So I have a goal. I'm giving myself in total until like 2000, I think it was like late 2008, 28. Yes, 28. That I said that's like the fastest I can do it. So that's like all my student loan debt, and I have one credit card that I need to pay off. So it's just a big chunk of money that I need to pay off. And so according to ChatGPT, I have the money to do it. I just need to rework my budget. So anywho, that's like my life. That's something that I'm really working on, and getting back into meditation and manifesting, and just really working on like my overall health, feeling good about myself, and doing just things that make me happy, you know? So Easter's this weekend, so I'm not doing anything. I'm just doing all of my church events. So it's going to be Holy Week starting Thursday. So it's going to be like, you know, Holy Week's intense. Like if you haven't been through like a Catholic Holy Week, it can be like really intense. It's like it starts with Palm Sunday, and then you have Holy Thursday, Good Friday liturgy, and then you have either Easter Sunday Mass or you have Easter Vigil. And Easter Vigil is like 3 hours, and I usually go to Easter Vigil. So that's a whole thing. So anyway, I'll let you guys know how that goes. But I think it's like a spiritual time. I need to get back in touch with myself spiritually. I'm not saying out of touch, but just not as in touch with the big JC like I should. And it's just going to take some like massive spiritual power to like get through my goals. That way I can move on to things I want to do, which is like saving for a house, and, you know, having a good down payment to get a car and all that sort of thing. And then, you know, like things I want to like, I have a lifestyle in my head that I haven't been able to achieve on my own yet. And I just want to really focus on that. So that's what my life is doing. But hey guys, if you are also doing your GLP-1 journey, leave me a message, leave me a comment below, and just let me know how you're doing. And if you've noticed a difference, did you have food noise? And if you don't know what food noise is because you've never been like super mad hungry all the time, tell me about your food hunger, like, and how you've been living with life before you started GLP-1, because it's legitimately a real thing. I just really didn't realize that my mind and my biology is telling me to eat. It was just telling me you haven't had enough, you need to eat. And I definitely had enough. So anywho, make sure you guys like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.